pretty often on this podcast, I feel like I have some sort of gripe with fast food some way or another every week, but no one is immune. This week, unfortunately, it's Chick-fil-A.
No!
Our favorites, yes. Isaac and I went to a new one, the one by like the Oak Park Mall, kind of. Not in the mall, but one back there.
Sure.
Went to that one morning to get some breakfast and started it off by saying, hey, it's a great day at Chick-fil-A. Great customer service. Yeah. Great day in the car. Hey.
Yeah.
There's actually 2 orders from our car today. They start off by saying, okay, are you guys going to be paying separately or is that all together?
Oh, okay.
Well,
2 orders.
I wouldn't have said the first thing.
Okay.
So kind of a weird start.
Yeah.
But like, no, we are going to be paying separately. That's the 2 orders thing.
That's
Jake
what it means. That's what a typical restaurant thing means when you have 2 orders. Yeah.
First name on the order is Jake, and then this is Isaac. We get to the window, and the guy's like, all right, and then order for Jake, here you go. And then order for, oh, wow, he starts to chuckle. He goes, the guy spelled your name I-SICK. I, Jake, and I not healthy. I feel bad.
That's a SoundCloud name. What up? It's little Isaac.
I couldn't believe that they did that.
No.
Episode 61.
Man.
Here we go.
It's going to be a great week, baby. Hit me with them drums. Hey. What do I think this type beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts on white meat. 2 Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat.
2 orders.
Yeah.
Jake and Isaac.
So come on, let's have some fun. Go ahead, get on your feet. Bringing the electric guitar, here it goes. It's the Ghostrunners podcast every Monday morning with Jake and Brad. The Ghostrunners podcast every Monday morning with Jake and Brad. Go, Ghostrunners. Go, Ghostrunners. Drums. Go. Yeah, I love that song, dude. Oh, goodness.
That reminds me of soccer.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's when it was like really got popular. It was like just rallying crowds in Europe, just like screaming it.
And people, like the guy in the audience has a drum and like they're all like oh-ohing together.
That is, I have lots of qualms with soccer. Don't love soccer. But I have so much respect for soccer fans, especially like European soccer fans, because in the NBA and in American sports, a lot of times they have to have like all these synthesized like sound coming in, like ch, 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 like all this stuff in like, Thunder games you watch and stuff. But like at soccer games, it's just like people are going crazy the entire time. There's never any noise like that in the PA system.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
I went to one NBA game and I was so surprised at how there's just like music playing constantly in the arena. Yeah.
College basketball does not do that. And so maybe I'm just like a college basketball purist. I'm like, oh, it's so much better because there's so much more passion in the game. Probably not true, but whatever.
But yeah, soccer,
they're into it.
Yeah.
And it's not even like soccer's that crazy all the time. Like sometimes it's just like, oh, they kicked it 30 yards in the air and some guy kind of dribbled it. Yeah.
We cleared it.
Cross it. Oh, he crossed it. I don't know.
I don't think they do that.
Yeah, they crossed it.
They probably have a cheer for crossing, but yeah, anything with a drum. I remember one time one of my favorite parties I ever planned at K West back in the day. We'd seen someone do something similar on Facebook, so it wasn't like an original idea, but basically like created soccer, but with walls. How do I explain this? Created like human foosball. That's a better way of describing it. Okay. Human foosball, where there's like string attached horizontally across this field, essentially, and then there's pool noodles.
Okay.
That the string is going through, so you can only go left and right while hanging onto the pool noodle.
Oh, cool.
So you are a human foosball player.
Yeah.
And so we like in the chuck wagon, like where we would eat all of our meals, turn all the tables sideways, so there's like the walls.
Yeah.
and then only 2 teams are playing, but the rest of the entire camp is just absolutely crammed in there. Like
screaming.
I wanted the soccer experience.
Right.
And they're split up. So like you guys are all rooting for Canada. You guys are all rooting for Angola.
Okay.
You know, whatever. And then they would all they each got their own drum.
The classic rivalry, Canada versus Angola.
Tale as old as time.
Yeah.
And just the energy that was like in that tiny little kitchen was like one of the coolest parties I've like
so
ever
fun.
created.
That's really cool.
And yeah, couldn't care less about soccer, but it was sweet.
Yeah.
Made a memory.
Gosh, we should
For the
bring that
children.
back. We got a pretty big basement down here that's not being used as a podcast studio. Maybe we could turn it into a human foosball game sometime.
Any reason this day and age to get a bunch of people together, breathing on each other.
In like a tight space. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Singing
Oh, yeah.
and yelling,
Screaming. Yeah.
spitting.
Oh, yeah.
Isaac was saying, where did he say he was? Oh, Quick Trip yesterday getting gas. And a woman held the door open for him. And I thought he was going to say what I said on the podcast last week. But he said a woman held the door open for him and said, it would be nice if you wore a mask.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like looked her straight in the eyes and said that.
What did Isaac say?
He said, I just kept walking.
He's like, hey, I'm a collegiate athlete, so I've already been infected if I'm...
Go Tar Heels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
I was like, I would probably just keep walking too. I don't know what I would say. Like,
Yeah.
kind of good point. Kind of. But that's rude for you to look at me and say it like that.
Oh,
probably.
that's tough. That's tough. Oh, boy.
But he's fine. He's
okay.
He's doing all right.
He'll be all right.
People are spelling his name right now, and we're good to go.
I love it. Isaac.
Isaac. Isaac and I have the 1 seed lockdown in the chicken and pickle tournament this week.
Right?
We've been updating you guys on
Have
our
you been scouting
season.
out the competition, doing some like film reviews? What's the preparation like for that?
Yeah, I kind of told Trey that I needed a week off.
Good. Absolutely.
Just Isaac and I have been doing morning sessions. Mornings are for film.
Okay.
Just going over just like opponents' weaknesses and strategies. And then afternoons are drilling.
Yep.
You know, one-on-one, just getting better at our own specific
Absolutely.
skills. And then evenings are ice bath.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yes.
You have a really small little bathtub though, so you take turns, or do you just get in there together and
It makes more sense to just do it together.
just conserve? Yeah.
Yeah.
Conserve energy.
And we do it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory style, head to foot.
Grandpa Joe.
Yeah, Grandpa Joe. And he's Grandma Jolene.
Charlie and Chuck. That is like the most weird part about that whole movie.
Yeah.
It's like, why are they, first of all, how do they stay in bed all the time? Surely.
Four of them in one bed.
They got a bedpan in there, a few bedpans, like the community bedpan. What's going on?
What are the people in the middle doing?
Yes, I know. Like, whoa.
Because I've tried and successfully peed off of a bed, but I was on the edge, not from the middle.
Did you go?
That's tough.
Tell me more about this. You go side.
So yeah, you've done like a side plank for your like obliques or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So now just think of doing that, but then not working your muscles at all and just laying down,
Just relaxing your muscles as much as possible.
except for like a lower
Yeah.
abdomen one.
Okay.
Forcing that one out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
How good, I was actually thinking this week because we had some ladies over to the house for a little game night
Humble brag.
and I had to pee.
Okay.
And so I was like, well, obviously they know what I'm doing here, but it still feels more respectful to not make a big, loud scene in the bathroom.
Okay.
So I'm trying to pee on like the side of the bowl.
Sure.
But as you've kind of already hinted towards, we have some sort of children's bathroom in our house. Like the toilet's too small. The bath is small. The light switch is very low.
There's one light switch that's like abnormally low, and one of them that's like abnormally high, right?
Yeah, we don't know what's
Like,
going
is
on.
that the fan one up top, or?
Fan one's up top.
Okay.
But there's no fan connected. It's just like a motor that runs and it's just so loud. Anyway, where am I going with this? Oh, how accurate of a peer do you think you are?
Oh man, give me a scale. Like, what's the scale? I think
Compared
I'm
to,
very
like,
accurate, but I want to know.
like the recoil of an AK-47. Do you feel like you experience that while peeing?
Like, I don't get much kickback. No, I'm pretty good. I feel like.
Like recoil stabilization is like good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
RS.
I feel like I don't know where the first initial fire is going to go, but after that, I feel good about like
Oh yeah,
aiming
that's
it.
fair. That's fair. That first one is the tough one.
Right? Okay.
You're kind of shooting blind.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
felt too. I was like, maybe other people are like, no, I know exactly where it's going to go right off the bat.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I mean, you have an idea of the general vicinity, obviously, but no.
Yeah. Well, I did good. I don't think they knew I went pee at all. I think they just thought I went to the bathroom just to literally powder my nose. That's probably what they thought.
See, that's the thing with me. I'm almost the opposite, where I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
How loud can I make this?
Because I don't want them to think I'm pooping.
Oh, so like I'm going to pee and I'm going to show them.
I'm gonna make sure they know that Brad is in here just going number one. You know. Because then I won't wash my hands. They won't think twice about it. I'm just kidding.
Like, is there a fire hose running in your bathroom? What
They
is
must
that?
have fixed their faucet because something's going down in there. I don't know. Yeah.
Someone doesn't have their urination wigwam on. Holy cow. That is firing into that toilet.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
We got there from, I think, Isaac and I's pickleball. But yeah, so this league we've been in, we locked down the 1 seed. By the time this comes out, the tournament's already over. So hopefully we won.
I can't wait for you to win.
Another follow-up from, I told you about the old people I played with last week. Bruce, Bob, Pam, Darla. I got to see Bruce again.
Okay.
I was on Bruce's team.
Yeah.
Nightfall has come upon us.
Okay.
Which is when Bruce decides to let me know I only have one eye. Oh, I'm sorry, Bruce.
Bruce,
You're playing with a fakie? Bruce only has one eye.
Is it glass or does it look like the Pirates of the Caribbean guy?
It does not look like the Pirates of the Caribbean guy that much.
Okay.
He had like a peg leg though, too, though. So,
oh my gosh.
So that aspect of
parlay. What does he say?
Parlay. Pirates code. I don't know.
You're kidding.
But that is true that Bruce said, oh, I have trouble seeing when it gets night. I only have one eye. Like in the middle of a point. Like, Bruce, you can't just drop this on me that you got one eye. I was playing hard against you last week. I didn't know you were a Cyclops.
So did you see it once you saw it? Like,
you don't get a lot of eye contact in doubles pickleball.
I would totally have been like, hey, good point. Or hey,
look at me.
Let's drop it in here. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Bruce, a little something I do before every game, a little concussion protocol. Follow my finger. All right, now just follow it into my eyes. Let me look at you. Let me look at you really quick.
Wow. I hear that when you only have one eye, though, you have no depth perception.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Because I've pretended, this is like a random thing that I've done as a prank. I guess I'm not much of a prankster, but maybe it's just my answer whenever people ask about pranks, is I will close one eye when I'm driving and lean my seat back and look like this. And so if I drive past somebody on this side, it looks like I'm asleep. But the depth perception is so bad that it's not the safest thing to do no matter what.
Kind of prank yourself sometimes.
But people, every once in a while, are like, whoa. Anyway, one-eyed Bruce.
I'm trying to think if I don't know if I look at the people driving next to me that often. Do you?
I do, actually. I judge people a lot when I'm driving.
If they're passing you, if you're passing them.
When I'm passing them. I'm like, what do you do? You're not driving very well. I want to know what kind of person you are.
I want to judge a book by a cover real quick.
Pretty much, yeah. So that's just me.
I know something I saw this week while driving. If you're watching on YouTube, I took a video of it, so we'll put a video up right now. But there was a minivan,
nice,
with some decals on it. Mm-hmm. That the font, it looked as if it would have said Ashley's flower delivery or something, a nice, beautiful, girly font. Mm-hmm. It looks like a small business, but this van said "Sweet Home Inspection," and I was thinking, do you have some termites? We'll do a sweet little home inspection for you.
Come on out, yeah. Hey,
how's your structural integrity?
Your foundation's a little rough, so I added some sugar over here in the corner.
Give you the sweetest little home inspection.
We snooted the boop over there in the back door.
Yeah,
leveled that out for you.
Oh, so we should look into it. I don't know.
Sweet home inspection.
Sweet home inspection.
Wow. I would never hire them. I don't care. I don't care if they're the best home inspection in the area. If they have the best reviews, I don't want sweet home. I want
rigid and putrid.
I want Millennium Home Inspectors or something really strong sounding.
Even I want
platinum.
Oh.
Platinum Home Inspection. Those guys do a good job.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's their first day on the job. Those guys do better than sweet home inspectors.
Yeah, sweet home inspectors, just too soft,
too soft.
Cotton pillow plumbing.
I don't want
cotton pillow plumbing.
You want them to be as honest as possible when they inspect your home. You don't want to be the water's leaking a little bit down into the basement, so it might flood every winter, but don't worry about it. It's a charming house.
Yeah.
No, I want you to tell me.
The shutters are beautiful.
Yeah, right. The old compliment sandwich or whatever.
Yeah.
Compliment, insult, compliment, or whatever.
Yeah, positive, negative, positive. I want, ironclad plumbing.
Yes.
Dang, those guys do a good job.
Those guys have strong ships that they've come over here on.
Yeah, warhorse inspections. Oh my gosh.
Right.
We have to hire them. I don't even have anything wrong with my house. I just want to.
Absolutely.
I want to have them over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sweet home inspection. So check them out. They're driving down I-35 every now and then.
In a minivan.
Yeah, in a minivan. Sweet home inspections.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a minivan. I took that video a couple weeks ago, but YouTube, check it out. Speaking of YouTube, thank you guys for all the views and comments.
Yeah.
I love the comments.
Yeah.
A third of you watching aren't subscribed though. So
hey guys,
you
come
should
on.
think about it.
Think about it and just hit that, smash that subscribe button.
Ring those bells. Ringy dingy.
Ring a dingy dingy.
Gosh, I'm glad I don't have to say that anymore. I mean, even though I just did,
But we said it sarcastically.
I don't have to say it 3 times a week anymore.
Oh man, I forgot about that time of your life.
No, you didn't. I've been drinking water still.
Yeah.
Got some right here.
And
You guys,
ASMR.
there's no way that Mike picked that up.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
And it's good. I did get soda one time this week though.
Well, but tell them why.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I talked about this with you off the podcast. I wasn't even necessarily craving it. I was just like, I'm going to do it just to prove to myself that I can hop back off the horse, not to be confused with Warhorse Plumbing. But I got, another time I was tempted bad. The devil is alive and working.
Yeah.
I went to Topper's Pizza, ordered a little something the other day.
Underrated pizza, by the way.
Good pizza.
Great pizza.
And he said, oh, well, we're running this deal right now, so you actually get a free soda with your pizza. And I was like, oh,
No.
no.
Do you have pink lemonade?
Yeah, can I get anything else? And so I got a bottled water. So I survived the temptation, but it was
So they
tough.
gave you a free bottle of water though?
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
still free.
Okay.
Dasani.
Okay. They're a Coke brand apparently.
But anyway, I got Dr. Pepper from Chick-fil-A the other day just to see if I could drink it and then go back to water. And I came out stronger than ever.
Okay.
I wake up craving it now, like actually.
That's awesome.
So didn't take that long. Isaac's like, I'm going to take off soda now. So I'm starting a movement.
Maybe I should. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you should.
can't do it all the time. It's too good. Maybe like on the weekdays, like Monday through Friday.
That's silly though. It's like halfway commit to something.
Why? It's not silly. It's still like limiting. Because that way it wouldn't be as much of like an addiction as much as it would be like you're saying like, oh, I can have it a few times, but it's not like I'm addicted to this. I can't get back off the wagon. I want to be next to I want to be the oxen. I want to have, be pulling the wagon, but every once in a while I'll be like, hey, I'm a little tired. Mom, Pa, do you mind if I just hop in the wagon real fast and just get a little shade?
You don't hear about oxen much these days.
No,
They
bring
still
them back.
alive and well?
I think they're endangered. They're like the bald eagle of the prairie.
When I went wakeboarding the other night, Gunner's dad was like, we were talking about like making a wakeboarding video again, like I did back in the day for him. And he's like, you should get that drone out. There's a bald eagle that lives over there. And I was like, whoa, that's cool that you know where a bald eagle lives. And then as he's telling me this, it was like a movie. It like swoops down from the sky and it's like right above us. He's like, well, there it is right now.
Sweet.
I was like, you're very in tune with this bald eagle.
He's like holding out his arm. There it is right now.
Oh, yeah, it's just like on his arm, like Mulan. Remember that character?
Yeah.
He was very in tune with that bird.
Bald eagles are so cool. I think because they're a little endangered and because they represent America, but like there was one near our camp and every time we went on a boat trip, we got to see it and it was so cool.
They're cool. I think we got lucky that whoever decided that the bald eagle would be like a patriotic bird, like I'm glad they didn't choose. What if it was worm or something?
Yeah.
It would be tough to like no, worms are cool.
No, guys.
No.
They really help fertilize the earth. Like you see these flowers growing, it's because of the earthworm.
And always having it's like, no, they're actually like, you see the word actually, you're having to like admit something to yourself. Like, no, they're like actually kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, wasn't it the turkey that was originally like in the running for the bird? Have you heard that?
Oh, well, I think it was a bald turkey and they just went extinct.
They like, yeah, bald turkey. Bald turkey.
We got to get something else bald.
Yeah. We need to make sure that everyone knows, like, we don't have to wear wigs anymore, so we can be bald eagles. Yeah.
Were our founding fathers bald, and were those wigs, or did they like have normal hair? And
No, those were 100% wigs. I don't know if they had hair underneath, but they were definitely wigs.
They were.
But I think like everyone wore them, even if you weren't bald.
That's kind of crazy.
I think it was actually cool to be bald and have a wig.
Really?
Like, it was kind of like looked down upon, like, hey, you have real hair. What are you doing?
Huh?
Yeah.
Is that true?
I don't think so. Who knows though? That is a crazy, weird trend. Like you see a lot of fashion trends come back. We haven't seen the 1770s come back yet. We'll see though. Maybe people will just start. Well, actually, I say that, but I know a lot of girls out there, especially in another community, the African American community, that have lots of wigs that they wear.
Oh, sure.
You ever watch Last Chance U?
No.
The most recent one, they like the teacher that they like kind of feature on there. She's a black woman and she has different hair every single episode. It's crazy.
Yeah. Like weaves have been around those are popular.
Yes.
Those have been popular for a long time.
Weaves, that's the word.
But 1770s, like juror founding father wigs have not yet made a comeback.
No. Juror.
Juror, here we go again. Juror.
Oh, man.
Juror. Say it angry.
Yeah. Anyway.
Gosh, that word sucks.
I got juror duty.
What part of town is it in? Well, that's the thing. It's not even near the city.
It's way out there.
I have to go out. It's
suburban.
rural is where it is. It's out in the rural
Yeah, that's good.
Kansas.
You've been practicing in your cold tubs.
A lot. Yeah, in my ice bath sessions. I called 911 this week.
No.
Yes.
Why?
I was driving
Okay.
home. I don't remember what from, and a transformer blew right on top of me. If you don't know, a transformer is like the electric box at
More
the
than
end of
meets
like
the eye. Michael Bay. Yeah.
Megan Fox, toe thumbs. Do you remember when that was a big deal?
Toe thumbs?
You remember that? Like Megan Fox is so hot. Dude, she's got toe thumbs though. Gross.
What, just like stubby hands?
There's like a shot. We'll get it up on YouTube right now. There's a shot of her, I think, like grabbing a motorcycle in the movie where it looks like her thumb, it just looks like a toe. It's just wide and fat. And that was like a thing like, oh, Megan Fox, dude. Oh, but
I would never let her touch me with those thumbs.
her toe thumbs though,
Really?
dude. I just don't know.
Megan Fox.
It's like if Megan Fox was right here, you'd draw the
be
line
fine.
at the toe
yeah,
thumbs.
Yeah. Hey, get away from me, Megan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Transformer. Sorry, I interrupted.
I bet she would dominate at Thumb Wars though.
Oh my gosh.
Wide girth,
Can you imagine?
good
Yeah.
strength, rock
yeah.
climber, thumbs too, probably.
Steady hand.
Steady hand in rock climbing gym. Number 1. What were we talking about?
Transformer blue.
Oh, a transformer. It's like this electricity box at the end of like a series of light poles, you know, that holds a lot of electricity. That's all I really know what to say about it.
That's enough for me. That's
Okay.
enough for Sweet Home Inspections. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. Oh, your transformer is about to blow, but I love that it's like kind of striped.
But like, look how rustic this pole is next to it. Like, that's nice. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of rustic, I'm never gonna get to the 911 story. Isn't it funny the whole like concept of what am I trying to say? Like, exposed brick.
Yeah.
I can't believe that we value that.
Oh, it's hilarious. Like the whole rustic aesthetic is awesome for me personally, but it's also hilarious. Like, yeah, exposed brick, like aged furniture, like aged looking furniture. Like you want it to look like it's been used. It's awesome for
This
me.
is great.
Because anytime I like it was like an inside joke with me and my friend back in the day. Anytime we'd like be building something and we like actually hit it against the table or something, we'd be like,
it's aged.
it's supposed to be rustic. So we'd just be like, whatever.
Yeah, exposed brick. Like, does the apartment have brick? Yeah, it's got some on the outside. Okay, I don't care about that.
We don't want that.
But on the inside, there are parts where brick is exposed. Oh my gosh!
Really?
You're kidding?
This is the original brick. Yeah.
It's there. The last tenant was a crackhead who took a ball peen hammer to the walls, and so it kind of exposed the brick behind the sheetrock.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh! How did we
That's
get
amazing.
so lucky?
Let's take away the rest of that sheetrock.
Let's get what's he doing now? Can we get him back here? I love his work. I love what he did. Get
Is that you can if you can't say I understand, but was that Banksy? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, exposed brick.
Exposed,
Okay.
yeah, just the aesthetic of rustic in general is hilarious, but
Yeah.
awesome. Like I think it's cool in a way, but it's also funny. Like it's like I would rather my stuff not look new. I want it to be lived in. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I just made a table for somebody and they're like, we want tastefully distressed. And I was like, great. So I just sanded down the edges.
So I dropped it from a staircase.
I just dropped it on my body real quick at 11 o'clock at night.
That's like Chipotle's whole brand, as far as not whole brand, but like their interior design brand is just metal, just
I love
gray
it.
metal.
Yeah. It's very, very industrial.
In there, they have like pictures and paint. No, I guess it's photos. They have
Yeah.
photos framed in their stores of other types of metal. Like that's
Yeah.
it. It's just like, you like metal? You're going to see a lot of it inside
Watch
of Chipotle.
this, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So a transformer blew right above me when I was driving, and I've seen them blow before. I remember it happened back at Stratford back in the day because we thought someone was lighting off fireworks.
Oh, wow.
My dad was like, "No, it's
Really
like
loud?
a transformer blow."
Like that?
So crazy loud. I genuinely thought I was being shot. I mean, for like a split second, just
Whoa.
a very loud pop sound.
Yeah.
And then just a flash of light. Like it happened right above me. I'm like, there's no one else on this road. I'm by far the closest person
Oh,
to
my
this.
gosh.
And so the transformer blows and then falls off the light pole. And so now it's like starting a fire in these people's backyard. And so I just like turn around real quick and pull over, and I figure out like which cross streets I'm at and just call 911. Which I think I'd called 911 before, but I really couldn't remember. I was like, how does this go? I'm kind of nervous. So I call 911. It's ringing. We get to 5 or 6 rings, and I'm like,
this is
I'm
not
like
good.
second guessing. I'm not even kidding. I'm like, okay, it's 911, right? Seriously.
I have the right number.
Because I'm like, I'm looking at the fire, just like waiting, and have it on speakerphone, like waiting for them to answer. Like, is it getting worse? Do I need to go knock on these people's door? Like, there's a fire in your backyard. And then that's when I look back down, I'm like, okay, did I dial 911? Okay, is it 911? Yeah, no, it is. Okay, no, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Right. I think I'm pretty sure.
So then I'm like, well, I mean, if Sprint's not the most reliable, you'd think they'd be able to find a way in an emergency.
Sprint.
So then I just hang up, and I'm like, I'll just try again really quickly.
Okay.
So I dial 911 again, and then it takes like 3 or 4 rings, and then they eventually pick up, and they're just like, Leawood Safety, 911, what's your emergency?
Well, I had a bigger emergency about 30 seconds ago.
Well, he already stabbed me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You should have just been like, too late.
It's best just to let him finish.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
I mean, what if it was a much bigger emergency?
Seriously.
Yeah, just 911, what's your emergency? Make it snappy. The bachelor's on.
Yeah, really. Golly. Yeah.
911, what's your emergency? My dog is feeling sick right now, so make it quick. I'm worried about him.
Yeah. 911, got a bun in the oven for just a second. I'm preheating it though, so you're good. About 3 more minutes.
Hey, 911, what's your emergency? I don't have DVR anymore, so I can't pause it. What's up?
That's a funny thought to like think that the 911 dispatchers are all working from home right now too. And so they're like
cooking and
they're like going to the bathroom. 911, just a second. And it's like, oh, come on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mute me.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
Goodness. That's okay. So you said, hey, they're burning up, and then you just left.
Yeah, I just said, hey, I'm on the corner of this and this. Transformer just blew. It's starting a small fire in the backyard. And they said, okay, thank you for letting us know.
Huh. Wow. That's crazy.
So I did it.
You're so good.
I did what any other person would do.
Yeah.
So I'm a hero.
Wow. I'm trying to think if I've called 911 a few times, but nothing.
Really?
Yeah. There was one time I witnessed like these 2, I think they were homeless, 2 homeless men like fighting. And one of the guys like really started fighting and hit him hard, and then he fled the scene, and I was like, I need to call and let them know about this other guy on the sidewalk. So
yeah,
it was really sad and hard to watch. So anyway,
I've seen 2 people get in a fight in a street before too. They weren't homeless, but I didn't like it.
No,
because the thing about people fighting in a street is they're not trained boxers. So not a lot of defense happening. A lot of just wailing. Everyone's getting smacked.
Right. It's just blood. Yeah, just swing as much as you can and hope you make contact before they do.
Yeah, that seemed like the strategy.
Yeah, it was really rough. And I was with Catherine, so it was like on one hand, I was like, I want to go help this. I don't even know if I was supposed to, like, who was I helping? Like, it wasn't like one guy was fighting and one guy was just helpless there. They were both fighting, but I was like, I want to go do something about this. But at the same time, my wife's right here. Who knows what these guys, they were on something, I think, because it was like on a really busy street downtown. And like the guy like ran across it while there was moving traffic both ways. Like didn't even have any like mind that there were cars coming both ways. So it was like, okay, these guys are just not in the right mind.
No. I think I know what happened. One guy said, hey, if you run across the street right now, I'll give you $500. He runs across the street. And then the guy's like, I didn't think you'd do it. I don't have $500. So then they start
Venmo me.
Then they start fighting.
Yeah. That's probably exactly what it was.
And then he's like, I can't Venmo you. I'm homeless.
I don't have my phone on me. Sprint's not working right now.
Yeah, I tried to call. I can't get through.
Oh, man. Sprint's like done. It's T-Mobile now.
Yes.
Like officially, I think. Like
my phone still says Sprint. I'm wondering when that's going to switch over.
Like I think that all the signage and everything is going
out. The people who needed to approve it approved it. It's happening.
So Kansas City has nothing to be proud of anymore.
No, just the Wizards.
Go Wizards.
Just the Wizards.
Go soccer. Yeah.
Like
Sporting KC.
Early 2000s soccer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They used to be called the Wiz. Do you remember that?
No.
They were called the Wiz. And then they're like, hey,
whoops,
we should probably change our name from the Wiz to the Wizards. It was like, we didn't see this in advance. Like in the early 90s. Let's go Wiz. Hey, I know there are girls here, but I'm gonna go root for the Wiz, like in the back. But I'm gonna shoot the outside of the bowl, so it's fine.
There's a town around where I'm from, West Plains. They're called the Zizzers.
Oh,
which I don't know what that is, but it's kind of cool.
I've heard of that. I think it's like I think it's like a agriculture something.
Actually, now that we're saying this, I think we've talked about this on the podcast before.
Really?
Because I think you said that last time.
Maybe.
No way of knowing.
No way of knowing. Caden Hudson will tell us.
He'll know.
Our boy, Caden.
He'll know. I feel like I need to get an update. Last weekend, I said that I was interested in finding a girlfriend at a coffee shop.
Yes, this is what everyone's waiting for.
I only went to a coffee shop once this week, so limited window.
Okay.
Or limited just opportunities.
Right.
There was one woman who fit the description of the, just mental police lineup that I'm looking for.
Okay.
I don't know. That's not a good way of saying it,
Yeah.
but
okay. Can you turn to the right? Yeah.
One girl that I was attracted to. I go to the restroom. I get a little sneak peek at her computer screen. She's on a Zoom call.
Okay.
So first of all, good for you for having the boldness to do a Zoom call in public.
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever do that.
Wow.
And two, there's just this is already hard for me. There's no way I'm interrupting her Zoom call to ask her out.
Hello.
Can you put on mute real quick?
Yeah. Are you muted? You're muted. Okay. You're not muted.
Tell me when.
Okay.
Bullseye.
Well, I like your skin.
It's so tan. I can't talk when you're tan.
I can't talk with your tan. I'm more of a winter guy.
Yeah, but
okay.
I did like the idea of just like scooting over and just kind of waving. Who do we got in here? That's my CEO. Oh, big deal.
Whoa.
Oh, CEO.
Brushing elbows with the best, huh?
Okay, now as long as we're saying letters, how about DATE?
Oh, what's that one stand for?
I'm the VP of that.
What if that was like your angle is like, I'm gonna have public, peer pressure with her. Like, because if you're normally one-on-one in a coffee shop, like she could easily deny you and she's not gonna feel bad because she doesn't know anybody else.
But in front of her
on
boss?
the Zoom call, like, well, we need to make sure this girl is, open to new things.
Yeah, maybe it was an interview, and she was like, maybe this is part of it.
Did you see her talk at all?
She didn't talk very often.
Okay.
So it was more like, I think, a meeting she had to sit through. But
yeah.
I was like, still weird if she has to like close her laptop. Like, what? I'm on a Zoom call.
Yeah, I'm on Zoom.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, I went to the bathroom faking it earlier to get a view at your laptop, so I know.
Yeah,
I've just been here three hours.
I'm just waiting. This is a super long call. Just if you have an ETA.
You must have Zoom Premium because I thought these things could only last 45 minutes. Yeah. Holy cow.
Oh, man. That's great. We don't pay for this premium with our church staff meetings, and we had to restart it 3 different times one time.
Oh,
it was like, come on. After the second time, it's like, surely we don't have much more to talk about.
I just remembered something. There was a guy in college I was friends with, and we had to tell him, like, dude, you got to stop asking girls out, like, around other people, like around other girls or anything in general.
Yeah.
Because I think maybe consciously, maybe subconsciously, he was doing it being like, it'll be harder for her to say no. But like multiple times, the girl would say yes and then later tell him no. Like they would say yes to him in person.
Yeah.
Because there's all these girls around, all these other friends around, like,
right.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great. And like call him that night, be like, hey, I don't want to go on a date with you.
Yeah.
And we were just like, I won't say his name. We're like, dude, like you gotta stop asking girls out in groups.
Right. Well, and I know I just kind of jokingly said like that'd be a great way for her to say yes because she's
no, you were joking.
But like that is not like that's not the motivation that you want for a girl to say yes to you.
You want a genuine answer.
Yeah. You don't want her to be like, I guess I will because I have to.
I guess.
And it's like, see, I know how to get them. Like, no, yeah, okay.
Pickup artist.
Right. You're just pressuring girls into dating you. That's what you want in a wife.
No thanks. So anyway, I somewhat tried. I'll try harder next week, I guess. I did go to a restaurant though with Chili's and sat inside. Had my first waitress in 3 months.
Chicken Crispers?
No. Chicken Cajun pasta.
Oh yeah, your other.
And it was awesome. And I think because I, first time in public, having a waitress for the first time. The girl at the coffee shop was on a Zoom call. I just kissed that waitress right on the lips. I was so happy to be there.
Here we go. Yeah.
Thank you for serving me and allow me to serve you.
Right.
I laid one on her.
Yeah. Why not?
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was fine. She was wearing a mask, so I feel like it was like not even, that big of a deal.
Yeah. Were you by yourself or were you with friends?
I was with one girl. I was,
Oh, okay.
And she was like, oh, that's awesome.
She's like, hey, nice.
She's like, good. Well, at least she was wearing a mask.
Yeah. So I guess it's not that kind of dinner because you just kissed the waitress, but.
No, it was the friend. Oh, that was on the bonus episode. Oh, Patreon.
Hey.
Where I told you I have a friend who's staying on my couch for the
Yes.
Kauai reunion.
Yes.
It was not a date. I would not take a girl on a
Laura
first date
Daigle.
to Chili's. Yeah, unless it was Laura Daigle.
Right.
Gosh, I wonder what she's up to.
I don't know.
I hope she's tan.
She is.
Yeah. It's
You
good.
say I am 10. I don't know.
I've just been telling a lot of things that I've done this week. You have anything for me?
That's the thing. Like, I feel like I've been so busy this past week, but I can't remember what I did. Like, I've just been working a lot. Hattie's been gone in Texas still. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. So we recorded a bonus episode of the Patreon for the Patreon with Catherine, which was fun.
That'll be up in like a week for all of our patrons. No matter what tier you subscribe to,
Yeah.
you'll get the bonus episode with Catherine Ellis.
Yes.
It's funny.
She afterwards, she was like, okay, I respect you guys a little more.
Let's go.
Like, she's like, it was harder than I thought it would be.
Oh, good.
So, hey, thank you. It is not that easy to do all the time.
Yeah, thanks. I watched a movie this week called Vilasa Pasteur.
Okay.
You heard of it?
No, but I'm going to guess what it is.
Okay.
Pasteur is a pastor who is obsessed with the dinosaur age and making sure that the gospel gets back to the paleontologists of the world.
Kind of.
Okay.
It is a pastor who turns into a velociraptor.
So is this a true story or?
It didn't say at the beginning, but it was kind of implied that
Okay.
it's like based on true events.
Okay.
It's on Amazon Prime. It's free. It's only an hour and 10 minutes.
Of course.
And it is
They ran out of money. They're like, yeah.
probably worth watching.
Pastor.
It had a budget of $35,000.
How
And
did-
truly, I'm impressed at how good of a movie it is for $35,000. Like, that's like
That's
nothing.
Yeah.
That is nothing.
$35,000. Yeah, it doesn't usually pay for extras probably in a movie.
Yeah, it was
Holy
crazy.
cow. And they somehow made the guy look like a dinosaur?
Wow. If you loosen your definition of look like and you loosen your definition of dinosaur, then yeah, he looked like a dinosaur.
Oh, so it was Vince Carter, basically. Oh,
yeah,
man.
this guy in a Raptors uniform.
Yeah. Well, how do you even find this, first of all?
So it's kind of been like getting a little popular on the internet. Like people have been
Okay.
talking about like one of the worst good movies
Okay.
is called Velocipastor.
Okay.
And so I was like, I gotta check this out.
Was it made by the same people as like Facing the Giants and, Courageous and all that stuff?
So going into it, I thought it was gonna be one of those movies that like doesn't know that it's bad. Like Sharknado
Okay.
or Mama's Foot.
What is that one?
It's a movie in college one time. We're like, let's try to find the worst rated movie on Netflix. And Mama's Foot is one of those movies that doesn't know it's bad.
Oh, really?
It's kind of cool because I think they were trying to be like, how funny and good of a movie can we make with $35,000? So like one of the opening scenes, this Catholic priest walks outside and he's like, hi, mom and dad. They're like waving back to him. And then he's just like, oh no, oh God, no. And it cuts back to mom and dad. And there's just text on the screen where they were. And it just says, VFX car on fire.
Mom and Dad! No. No. No!
So it's like very tongue in cheek.
Okay,
Like
like-
we don't have much money for
Right.
this.
But you can imagine what happens here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like the opening scene. So I was like, oh, okay. So they like,
They're having fun with this.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that kind of makes it more enjoyable. But
Okay.
it's still, I mean, like, watch it if you don't have a lot of other stuff going on.
Would you say it's like comparable to Threat Level Midnight-esque kind of
Oh
thing?
yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like if you're in the quirky little mood, if you're around like good people who are like in the
Right.
mood to laugh, you
Right.
will laugh very hard at Velocipastor.
Did you watch it by yourself or did you get some people together?
There were a couple of us
6 feet
together.
apart, yeah.
Yeah. We were very far apart.
I bet you guys were laughing.
We were. Yeah. It was funny. It did
Wow.
provide entertainment.
I'm so curious how he became a raptor and a pastor. How do you?
Yeah, it's oh man, it's funny. He at one point he goes to China apparently, and we know that because he's just in the woods. Looks like he's just anywhere in Missouri, potentially in the woods, but on the screen it just says China. And then the opening dialogue from that scene, he just like is walking around the woods. He just like takes a big breath of air. He's like, China.
There it is. Yeah. I smell it. Yeah. Okay. So here's a question. Do you think if you had $35,000, you could make a better movie?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I truly don't know.
Yeah. Because you know what it's like to record that TV show you guys did, where you know how much time that can take and how much money that can take and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like even a short video or, TV show like that takes a lot of time and money.
Yeah.
So,
because it is kind of, we're in the middle of those discussions right now with the middle school Maddox team of like,
Kevin
what
James.
do we want the second iteration to look like?
Yeah.
Because like we've gotten an offer from someone for like a certain amount of money, and we're trying to figure out like if we want to take that or if we can get more from someone else, or how much money do we need? And also even like the idea of like, how nice do we even want it to be? Like if this is going to live on Facebook, it almost feels weird if it's too well shot.
Sure.
So trying to like, well, maybe we take less money, but then we have our own creative control and we kind of just shoot it on my camera, but like have it professionally lit with actors.
Right.
Like kind of a middle ground.
Yeah. Because that's people are not watching Trey Kennedy's videos right now because of like, oh, this is just crazy, amazing, like lighting and whatever.
Yeah.
That's part of what makes it cool. So,
Yeah.
So you don't have to tell me the exact number, but was it more or less than what Joe Rogan supposedly got?
It's like, so if you don't know, Joe Rogan signed an exclusivity deal that his podcast, which is the most popular podcast in the world, exclusive for now, as of now, at the time of recording this, it's June 29th, 2020. So his podcast will not be on YouTube anymore. It will not be on Apple anymore. It will only be on Spotify starting in like September or something. And it's rumored to be like it's definitely a 9-figure deal, but it's like 100, 200, maybe even $300 million deal for a podcaster.
Crazy.
And it's like him and like 2 other people.
That's nuts.
Crazy money.
And it's like he owns it all by himself, I think. Like there's no like, it's not like Joe Rogan reports to ABC Media or something.
It's just him.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Fear Factor guy.
Yeah.
Like I heard that Joe Rogan had a podcast. I was like, that guy? The guy that tells everyone to eat snakes, whatever. Fear Factor was such a silly show. Like it was so cool for like 3 of the 4 stunts or whatever they did. And then all of a sudden they're like, you have to eat this cricket. And it's like, that's not fear.
Cricket would have been getting off easy.
You're right. Eat this scorpion or something.
Or like cow tongue, cow brain.
Oh yeah. Like, is that scary? I don't know if I'm scared to eat that. I don't think I'm like, no, not the cow tongue.
Oh, the Transformer blue.
Right. I'd be more scared if I was in a field of blowing Transformers than that. But I'm like, I don't want to do that. That's not fear.
I just don't want to.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it was around the same
guy.
deal that Joe Rogan got.
Okay.
What Trey and I were offered.
Good for you. Because you don't know exactly what Joe got.
No, so we think it was around there. And that was just for IGTV. So,
awesome.
Hold out for more.
Hey, yeah. Exclusivity. Mm-hmm. Good for you. That's exciting.
Yeah. So
Pasteur got us there.
Yeah. The owner or writer, I guess, of Pasteur said he had that idea because his phone like auto-corrected Velociraptor to Pasteur somehow. So he's like, that's a great idea. I want to make Pasteur.
Dude, my phone recently has been doing that, like, not that, but like
everything's reptile themed.
No, it's just like auto-correcting things that I'm like, surely that's not what you like. I'll be like TGE. Like the G is right next to the H. I'm like, surely you know that I'm trying to say the.
Yeah.
And they either don't correct it for me, which is almost more infuriating, or they correct it something else. Like toe. I'm not trying to say toe. I'm trying to say the. Anyway, it's just been happening more and more to me. And I wonder like if I'm just screwing up so often with my text.
You're just giving up.
That they're like learning like maybe he is trying to say to
TGE means something.
Yeah, I don't know.
The ones I get frustrated at are like when I spell absolutely, but the S, it's just an S instead of an A at the beginning. And so it's absolutely, it's like I'm one letter off of a 10-letter word.
Surely
and they're next to each other in the alphabet. And it's saying no, what does it say? Like no corrections found or whatever that thing is where you click on it. Yeah. You get the thing. Right. And it's just like, I don't know.
I mean,
you have to know.
Maybe you're trying to say submarine, I guess. I don't know. Like absolutely. Sabaro, I don't know, SB, Surely you can't have a different letter at the beginning. You always get the first letter right.
Get that one right. Yeah. And the one that I think maybe I'm doing something wrong for this one, certain words, it autocorrects them to be all caps. Didn't in my phone. Autocorrects to didn't!
Didn't you know?
And I don't know how to overcorrect that.
Right.
It thinks every time I say didn't, it wants it to be all caps. I'm like, how? I want to get rid of this.
I'm done. I want it out.
I guess I must have done that one time.
That's so frustrating.
But when did I say if I ever correct a word, I want it to be like that forever?
That's how I am with if I try to do 3 ha's, ha ha ha, instead of just a ha, because sometimes something's pretty funny.
Extra funny.
Yeah. I'll be like, ha ha ha, and it'll be like, ha ha ha. I'll be like so loud. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Ah, my
Calm
ears.
down.
My ears.
Too loud. So I'm the same. I also think that maybe my dexterity of my fingers is just off. Like I am like so often on Instagram specifically, I got on a story or something, somebody will get tagged, like their name will get tagged in the story, and I'll try to click.
Oh no, that's not you. That's Instagram.
That's okay. I get so like I'm like I am doing something wrong. I click with my thumb and it won't work, so I'll like get a different finger in there to try, and I'm like, what is happening here? I don't understand what's going on.
Like doing like the claw machine game with your pinky.
Right. Seriously.
Tag.
Like, no, I've like had like a scientific approach to it a few times where I'm like, okay, I see exactly where I'm going to press this. And it will go to the next slide. And I'm like, no, I'm not trying to. So I'll go back and then I'll like move it up like minuscule amount and try to, I'm like, I am right on it. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Instagram needs to figure that out.
I don't know how that works, but Zuckerberg, come on.
Zuck.
Anyway.
Did you watch Social Media Family Part 2? Speaking of Zuck.
No, I don't even know what part. What's social media?
Sorry,
family?
Trey and I made another video. We made like a social media platforms for a family.
Oh, I'm sad to admit that I have not watched it, but I will. I promise.
Okay,
and I will watch the ads too. I'll watch the ads before and during.
Thank you.
I know that helps.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a Zuck joke in there. That's why I thought maybe you would like.
No.
Yeah. It's okay.
No, that's like one of my favorite ideas for a video that you guys have done though, because I think it's so clever and so relatable. And anyway,
thanks. Yeah, I think the second one's pretty good too. Took forever to write, but we're proud of it.
Yeah.
Anything else? Want to get us voice memos?
Yeah, I want to get the voice memo.
I was gonna voice memos.
I don't need to talk about anything else.
Okay, first voice memo from Amelia.
Hey, Jake and Brad, this is Amelia from Florence, Alabama. I just started to listen to y'all's podcast, heard about it from Trey Kennedy's Correct Opinions, and I think it is so funny, so I really appreciate it. Jake, last night I had a dream that you and I started to date.
Holy cow.
So congrats.
Thank you.
Like 12-hour anniversary's coming up, so get ready for that. But my question for y'all is, have y'all ever done something or always done something that is considered to be geriatric? For example, right now I'm in the middle of baking bread. It's proofing as we speak. And I also love to cross stitch, but I'm only 24, but I've always loved to do those things. It's just really fun. So hope to hear back from y'all. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
At first I thought you said, but I also love to CrossFit. And I'm like, that's geriatric now? I know I'm a dad, but like that seems like a young person's thing still.
Wow.
Imagine all these old people doing geriatrics.
Please.
Or CrossFits, I mean.
Don't make fun of my girlfriend.
Sorry. 12-hour anniversary though, she seems kind of demanding.
Yeah, it's a little suffocating, but that's how I like it.
That's how, oh yeah.
That's why I kiss people with masks, because it's so suffocating.
Suffocating.
Yeah.
Nice.
Amelia.
I loved her accent. Amelia, love the accent.
Oh, I don't even think I noticed it.
Oh, that's because your dad has such a strong one.
Well, you know, we've been dating for a while now, so I think we're just used to it.
Yeah.
Geriatric. I mean, we played pickleball, which I don't know.
Yes, that was the first thing I thought of too.
How well known it is, but it's a pretty old sport. So that's by far the most geriatric
a lifetime
thing that
sport
I do.
Is what they call those.
Oh.
You know, tennis, golf, pickleball.
Yeah.
I can't imagine though playing it like we play it now when we're older.
One-eyed Bruce doesn't play like we do.
I am flying around, baby.
Yeah, I mean that's by far the most geriatric thing I do. Other than that, like I love applesauce.
Okay. Just like soft foods.
Yeah.
I like ice cream a lot.
Soft foods are nice. Oh, I like Werther's Originals. Those are nice.
Those are very nice.
That's pretty geriatric.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to be old because I think some of the things that I wish I had more abilities to be old. Like sometimes I have a lot of neighbors that are older on my street and they just seem like they just live the easiest, simplest lives. They're just chilling at their house. And I'm like, that looks nice. Walking their dog. I'm like,
Vern, what are you doing today? Oh, just need to mow the lawn.
Yes.
That's it.
That's your day?
That's it, Vern.
And yeah, sometimes not even that because the lawn was mowed yesterday.
Yeah, so it'd be something else.
I'm going to watch the news.
I'm going to put my socks on. Oh.
Big day.
Awesome, Vern.
Both socks today. Yep.
You got it.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Vern. Yeah, okay, next up. I'm excited about this one because it is from a girl named Jana.
Yeah.
Who we've talked about, I mean, how many episodes in a row now? And it says,
friend of the show.
The breakup tale of 2006. Oh, boy.
Hello, Brad and Jake. This is Jana from good old Lenexa, Kansas. I really can't believe how much my name has popped up on your podcast lately, so I thought I would just clear the air and leave a review on how Brad really broke up with me on that dreaded day back in 2006.
A review?
Okay, it went something like this.
Nah, she'll get there.
Hot dog, Janinator. You know the thing. Oh, man, this is hard, to say, See, I'm into horoscopes, parentheses, and God, and the Enneagram, and pomp and circumstance. This is difficult. You're just too cool for me, and you're from Chicago, which could be considered the Middle East, and I just don't know if that's going to work. Besides, you can't say rule, right? And it sounds like rule. Listen, you should just match with my buddy Jake in 10 years on Tinder. He says rule. Okay, so bye-bye. But really, Brad's a great guy. I've even bought a coffee table from him in his early woodworking days. You can buy one at elliscustomcreations.com. Jake, I'm sure we would have had fun on a date if Tinder match had gone well. Thanks for all the laughs, guys. Really, I've told Brad this in the past, but I put on your podcast when both of my toddlers are being real cranky, and it makes me a much better mom. Peace, prayers, and pickleball. Bye-bye.
Oh, the 3 Ps.
That was a lot.
That's what I told her when I was breaking up. You are... I tried to get a word in, but I couldn't. I was like, we're done. All caps. I texted her. I'm just kidding. Oh, Jana, God love you. You know what? The hardest thing about breaking up with Jana was that her dad was like a VP at Aldi.
Oh,
that hurt. I had to start paying for my high quality produce.
Didn't need to bring a quarter around with you anymore.
No.
That's nice.
Oh man,
That
Jana,
does stink.
The breakup tale, I was like, oh man, is she really going to tell people what I don't remember much about how I broke up with her or anything. I think I was pretty nice about it.
Probably. I mean, sounds like, from what she said, it sounded a lot like how you talk now, which is crazy.
It sounded like you had a lot of inside jokes back then that you've just been intricately, planning on using 14 years later. Oh man. Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks for ordering a table, Jana from Ellis Custom Creations.
Yeah. That actually is, I would say multiple times this week, I've heard people say that our podcast is like soothing, which, I'll take any compliment, but it's funny. Like,
really?
So like she said, she plays with her toddlers. Someone was over at the house yesterday and she said, yeah, I've been listening to Ghostrunners. It helps me fall asleep. So I was like, okay. And then another person I talked to.
Is that a compliment?
And it was actually a girl who we have another voice memo from later. I was like, oh, I had no idea you were listening to the podcast. Or something like that. And she was like, oh yeah, I was listening to it while it was thunderstorming in my car and I put you guys on and it made me not scared of the rain and the thunderstorm.
Kind of gets your mind off.
I'm like, you guys know it's a comedy podcast, right? Oh, it's so soothing. Oh, it's so relaxing.
Nice. That is nice. I don't react at all. I mean, just emotionless. I don't laugh one bit.
It calms me down. It just lets my mind wander. I'm not thinking about anything when I listen to you guys. It's perfect. Just gotta have to rebrand as like the Calm app. Just like download us if you need to go to sleep or just calm down.
I tried to download that the other day. You have to pay for it. You know that?
Oh, really?
I downloaded it. You don't have to pay for the download, but in-app purchases, of course.
Oh,
freemium.
That's what they call that.
That's exactly what freemium Calm is it? They said.
I just kind of funny irony, maybe.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, I was having trouble sleeping, and so I was like, all right, I see ads all the time for the Calm app.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it, and the irony is that I fell asleep while it was downloading. No joke.
That's awesome.
So I never even got to I woke up and I was like, well, I don't need this anymore. I deleted it. So I never even knew you had to pay.
That's actually a great tactic, is like make it take forever to download.
It was the weirdest thing. All I had to do was think about getting Calm. And there's a free brand deal for the Calm app. You're welcome, guys.
Or maybe you like you make an app and then you have it open, but it's just like a revolving wheel the whole time, making it look like it's loading.
Like, okay, what should I think about?
And it's like, just a second, your calmness will come. And it's really just like getting you a trance the whole time.
Hypnosis. What do you think about hypnosis?
I want to not believe in it, but I think it might be kind of real. I don't know. I know people I don't know. My reason for saying that is because I know people that have like quit smoking immediately from hypnosis. I don't necessarily believe in like the fall asleep and I'm going to wake you up and you're going to scream like a chicken. Like, okay, yeah. I don't, that surely that's not real to me. But at the same time, those same people are making people quit smoking. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have many strong thoughts on it. I've really never thought about it much. I think you have to be a certain type of person to be hypnotized. I think you have to be very easily just, moved.
Yeah.
Like very easily convinced to do things. So for the people, I don't know, I'd be willing to hear more about it, but like someone who like quit smoking because they're hypnotized, like I'm sure they've wanted to for a long time. And
like the guy, the specific person, like one of the guys I'm thinking of, not like a guy like that though, like very stoic, like not stoic, but like not emotional at all. So I don't know. That was the thing that made me a believer in it, though.
Yeah, I don't even know why I brought it up because I really don't know much about it or have many thoughts about it. I was just curious. What do you think? Stop smoking. Okay, next one is from Kaylin.
Hey, Brad and Yaki. This is Kyle and Kaylin, the greatest sibling duo of all time, coming to you from Pennsylvania with the greatest voice memo of all time. We are doing this in tandem for emotional support because of the huge crowd listening in.
That's
We
right.
have the greatest question of all time for you today. It may or may not be blasphemous, but therefore, comma, we live under grace, comma, not law. In your opinion, what books of the Bible are best suited to use as Christian curse words? Also would like to say, Prince of Egypt is the greatest movie of all
Yes.
time. Thanks, love the pod. Bye-bye.
I need to watch that movie.
Dude, Prince of Egypt. Oh my gosh. They're right. They're right. It's so
slaps.
that soundtrack.
Yeah.
Through heaven's eyes, lie, 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 lie. Oh my gosh! I want you to get into it.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's so good.
I've been saying that 2 years for you for Parks and Rec, so let's switch roles. Mine's 2 hours, yours is many more. But oh man,
That song.
do you think they memorized that?
Definitely, probably
Yeah.
twin telepathy.
Oh yeah, I don't know if they were twins, but maybe
But I think they just
Identical, yeah.
tapped into twin telepathy.
they
to do
hypnotized
that.
themselves to get it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Great question. Also, yeah, not sure it's blasphemous to do, but great question. You know, I don't really know if we should do this, but I also think if we didn't do it, it would be just I would be a son of an Obadiah if I didn't take advantage of this. and do this.
I like. Yeah, Old Testament is the answer. I would kind of like Pop and Circus Sands, but Deuteronomy, like Deuteronomy, man. Song of Solomon. You need to get your act together.
What else is there? Hold on. Habakkuk you, man. Habakkuk you.
Yeah. You think I'm the Leviticus? You're the Leviticus. I called you like it rang 5 times before you answered.
Gosh.
I don't
God,
know.
Malachi. God, Malachi.
What are you doing, Malachi?
Fun question though. Could say I've never been asked that before. So thank you. All right. Big surprise.
I got one more.
Oh,
Nehemiah. I don't know.
who's the shortest guy in the Bible? Knee-high Maya.
Sure.
Comedy.
That's good. That's
Gosh,
$5.
We're so soothing. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Jake and Brad. Stacy here from Pennsylvania. Been listening to the podcast for a while, and I absolutely love it. It never fails to give me a laugh. So I've been telling my brother to listen to your podcast for a while now because we have a very similar sense of humor, and I know he would love it, but I don't think he's listened to it yet.
Bummer.
So I texted him and told him to listen to next week's podcast. So Danny, if you're listening to this right now, you're probably driving to or from work, so drive safe, love you, and shoot me a text on what you think of the podcast. Now to Jake and Brad, question for you. If you guys have siblings, which I think based on what I've heard you do, what is the craziest shenanigans that you have gotten into with your siblings in your childhood? Love the podcast. Keep it up.
I have 2 older sisters. Yes, I'm the baby of my family. Jake and I are pretty much the opposite. I have 2 older sisters that are 8 and 10 years older than me. Jake has a younger sister that is 3 years younger than him. I was going to say 2. I didn't do too many shenanigans because my sisters were more like my second and third moms. But I also, like that makes it sound like they were bad or negative, but it was awesome. I loved them a lot. The only thing I can think of is that one of my sisters, this is more of a life hack, but we went to McDonald's and she would say, hey, can we get 2 ice cream cones, but can we just make them like really tall? And every time they just gave us the biggest ice cream cones you could imagine.
Great life hack.
Wonderful. So that's the shenanigans we got into. Oh, let me tell you.
Yeah, I don't have a good answer either. I actually made a sketch video about this several years ago of just like what people think my family is like versus what my family is like, because I think people see my sister and I as such like outgoing, fun people. We would get comments all the time in high school. We went to the same college together too. Of just like, oh, I bet it is so crazy in your house. And truth is, it is so normal.
Yeah.
We grew up watching The Office a lot together, eating at dinner
you eat
together. We were
Shenanigans.
both good kids who were very well behaved. I don't know how many shenanigans we got
Did you ever
into.
like not eat all your vegetables? at dinner?
Sometimes.
We're like, hey, tonight we're only going like 3/4 broccoli.
Yeah.
Your mom had no idea.
Yeah. I mean, we might have gotten into shenanigans. I know Caitlin listens to the podcast. Maybe she'll think of some, but I don't know. We were so boring, I think. I don't think we got into shenanigans.
You were good kids.
Yeah.
Not boring, just good.
I feel like there was some sort of like, not quite con we used to pull, but there was some sort of like trick we used to pull on people, whether we were in high school or college, that felt like it would be in the category of shenanigan. But I can't think of it.
That's okay.
Yeah. Except for, well, we did kill a trucker at a truck stop one time together.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know if that counts.
Oh, I don't know if that's shenanigans as much as just straight up murder.
I don't really know the definition.
You know, I mean, well, then again, when it's siblings, it's just like, well, it's just siblings, being zany.
Those are the triplet
Being
boys.
wacky.
I'm like, well,
Yeah.
she's my sister. But so good question. Sorry we didn't have better answers, but thanks for listening and shout out to your brother, Stacy.
Yeah.
Next one.
Hey, Jake and Brad, this is Christian. I'm from Colorado, but I'm currently in Springfield, Missouri.
Let's go.
On my way to Key West.
Let's go.
Yes, Brad, Key West is the better camp. So my question for you guys is, have you ever gotten a safety ticket at camp? And if so, what is your funniest safety ticket story? Maybe before you tell them, you could explain to the viewers what a safety ticket is, because I think they're a little bit of a joke, but, you know, we all get them.
That's how you get them.
So I'll be interested to see what your
Seriously.
guys' answers are. Thank you for the great podcast, and hopefully I'll hear this when I'm done working at camp. Bye-bye.
What a great segue. That they're a joke. Like, yeah, that is exactly how I got mine.
Thank you, Christian. Christian's probably listening to this right now. It's August 12th. He just got off camp. He's listening to this.
He's on a camp high, baby. He's listening to Cageman's Call. Stacy Orico.
And this?
And this.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Two sets of stereo systems. But yeah, hope you had a good summer, Christian. And thanks for the question.
Key West is wonderful. I love Key West.
Yeah. If you don't know, a safety ticket is basically a type of like, you know, demerit you get within Kanakuk. It's like you were doing something unsafe, but like your first safety ticket, it's just like a slap on the wrist. Nothing really happens. And then,
yeah, how many does it really take to get in trouble? Have you?
Several.
Yeah, like I feel like until you get a lot of them.
Yeah, or like, all right, this is your fourth safety ticket teaching kayak. You're probably not going to teach kayak anytime because kids keep going to the nurse.
Right.
But for the most part, yeah. So did you get a lot?
No, I think I got maybe 2. One of them was because I forgot to put like the sign back on the pool clothes.
Oh, that's a dumb one.
And then the other one was like totally a power trip move. My first summer, there was a leadership girl. Like we had to be back at our cabins by 11 o'clock at night, and I was going to get some ice in the cafeteria to get for my water. And I walked back and there was these 2 girls sitting on their cabin porch, these 2 counselors talking. And so I stopped and talked to them. And this leadership girl came up to me and she said, "Hey, it's 11 o'clock. You got to go back to your barn." That's what we call them at K Country. And I was like, actually, which I was kind of a jerk for saying this, I guess, but I was like, actually, it's 10:57. And she's like, "No, like it's 11 o'clock. I was like, "It's not, it's 10:57. We have 3 more minutes." And she's like, "Well, okay, then I'm gonna have to write you a safety ticket."
Oh.
I was like, ended up, I was talking to my future wife, Catherine Hansen at the time, not really like super crushing on her yet, but just getting to know her, I guess. But then the next day, sure enough, got a safety ticket for this, where this girl's
Captain
like,
wrote you a safety ticket?
No, I'm sorry. Sorry.
What?
No, I was talking to the counselors I was talking to.
One
of the 2 girls I was talking to was Catherine Hansen.
Okay, I was going to say.
No, this girl's name was Missy. Missy came up to me and it was like, I'm going to write you a safety ticket. And I was like, no. Anyway, the next day she's like, "I told you I was going to write you one, so here you go." And she thought she was going to like demoralize me. And I was like, okay, I'll go talk to my director, because that's what you have to do when you get a safety ticket, at least at K Country.
Yeah.
So I talked to my director. His name's Colin Sparks. We call him Sparky. It's like, "Sparky, I got this safety ticket." As Missy said, I was like talking to girls after, our curfew, and I'll never forget. Sparky was like, "Well, were you doing some work?" Like, I was like, "I mean, I was just talking to these girls." And he's like, "You're fine." Like, he was just laughing about it. So
Were you doing some work? Yeah, I feel like I got tons of them back in the day.
Yeah.
But Ward was always cool about them.
I've heard that Ward was like really strict about like giving them out though, because he was like the main safety guy, right?
Yeah, he is big safety. Like of the directors, he's the safety director.
Right.
So he's a little more into that, but he was still pretty chill. The one that I feel like I definitely deserved though was just for like a morning skit. I was trying to get the people going, and so broke about I don't know how many rules at once, but it was just like, you know, every day there's a theme at camp, and it was like today is going to be just like I forgot what it was, just like epic day. Like everything you do has to be the highest degree, most epic. So I just planned this like morning skit, basically just breaking a ton of rules, you know. So like I had a guy jumped off the blob tower backflipping and then land on his back to blob me. I was already on my back. So then I did a backflip off of it. And I was like holding like a dodgeball or something. So I threw that to one guy on the rings.
Okay.
And then, but there's another guy on the rings. So there's like so many rules being broken, like multiple guys on the rings at once.
Are you even supposed to be able to blob people?
No. Counselors can't blob counselors.
I was gonna say, I never got blobbed once.
Yeah. And then like backflipping off of it, me being on my back, two guys on the rings at once. And then there was like a guy going down the white slide, you know, I think did something wrong too. And it was awesome though. It was awesome. That one I deserved.
Maybe a camper is listening to this right now and they're like, I remember that. That was like the most epic thing, you know? So
yeah,
that's
I was all about making memories. So tried to, but yeah, great question. All right, 2 to go. Oh,
hi, my name is Mallory, longtime caller, first time listener. I've got a couple comments, questions, and concerns for ya. One, I went to Olathe Northwest, so go USD 233. Secondly, I live in Lenexa and we have never had a Chick-fil-A near, so I was so excited when they opened, and now I can eat Chick-fil-A every single day. 3, I'm an actual triplet. Yes, there were 3 of us growing in my mother at the same time. So Jake, I feel like you're kind of a poser.
Yeah.
And when I was, this is my question.
No, you're not.
When I was 5, I went on a walk and my mom thought I ran away, so she called the cops. Have you ever had the cops called on you? Or if you ended up in county jail and had to call someone to pick you up, why would they think you were there? Cool. Love you a long time. Bye-bye.
Love you a long time. Lenexa getting a lot of shout outs today.
Yeah.
Shout out Lenexa.
The great city of Lenexa.
So funny thing about the triplets thing, I went wakeboarding this past week with Gunnar and a friend Harrison. And what was I going to say? Oh, Gunnar's sister was there, which maybe I thought she knew me better than she did or whatever. But she asked Harrison and I if we were twins, which I thought was a shocking
That's a compliment to both of you. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. And I said, "Oh no, we're not."
That's a funny thing to just like what a bold assumption, or not assumption, but even like a question. Like I would even think it's kind of bold to just assume that you're brothers.
Yeah, right.
Like, are you twins?
Yeah.
No.
So I didn't have anything funny to say because I was so shocked. I was like, no. Thank you though. I was like, funny you say that. I am a triplet, just not with Harrison.
Yeah.
Thinking she knows my last name.
Yeah.
She'll get this.
Yeah. Everyone knows you.
She does not get this. She's like, no way. I was like, yeah. And like Gunnar started to smile.
My dad's a triplet. My mom's a triplet now.
So yeah. She was like, that is so cool. I was like, thank you. Yeah. I kind of forget about it sometimes, but you know, yeah, it is pretty cool. She's like, boys or girls? I was like, both. She's like, dang, that is awesome. I was like, yeah, it is cool. We've had, a lot of people in my family have been triplets. And so never told her any different. So
no, she never figured it out.
Yeah. Go Tar Heels.
Yeah. Do you know why you're named triplet? Like what the origin of that is? Like, was there some triplet in your past? Like
I assume so. I think that's how. It's funny. Trey literally asked me this on his Do Less Guest podcast last week. So same question. That's funny.
Same.
I think last names for the most part came from somewhere. You know, they were given names at one point. So I would assume that hundreds of years ago there were triplets in our family.
Either that, or you're just like really famous composers that love triplets in their songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Trey and I looked it up. I just remembered that. It was, it's like a French word from like loves to dance or loves to move or something like that is like what it means.
Okay. So maybe.
There you go. Makes sense.
Huh. Or maybe there were just a lot of people in the womb. So they're like, man, they love to move.
Man,
we're going to call these people
dance.
triplets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
But yeah, I think a lot of last names came from somewhere.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to say that. It may not be true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you. We don't say anything that's like not completely true on this podcast.
Yeah. I'm trying to get better about that. Anyway, Brad, you ever had the cops call on you?
No, I don't. Not that I know
really?
of. I don't. Maybe. Hey, maybe. I was a pretty bad boy. Okay. No, I don't think so. But I did get kicked out of a football game one time when I was in 7th grade, a high school football game, because I was on the top of the rafters And one of my friends, this is so embarrassing, but one of my friends was like walking below, probably 15 feet away. And I jokingly like spat down on him.
Mhm.
Didn't hit him, of course, like was not trying to hit him. But the cop saw me and said, "You come down here." And like, I literally had to go home. And I was with like I got driven with like 5 of my friends. So we all had to leave because I got kicked out.
You spat?
Yeah.
Dumb.
But the girls on AIM that night, heard you got kicked out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm a bad boy.
Yeah.
My dad works at Aldi. Oh, snap. Let's go. No.
My mom says I can talk till 11, but guess what? It's only 10:57.
You doing work? Yeah.
It's doing work. Okay, last voice memo.
There's actually
Hey,
two here.
Jake and Brad. This is Carolyn from Kansas City. And I just wanted to say I listened to your podcast for my entire 8.5-hour road trip. So thank you for keeping me entertained.
Let's go.
And I don't have a question as much as a challenge, but I challenge you guys to do one nice thing for each other this week. And it has to be a surprise. And then let me know what you did. Thanks, guys. Have a great week.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the girl, like probably a week ago, she had something on her story that said like, anyone have any podcast recommendations?
Uh-huh.
So it's like, I've been loving the Ghostrunners podcast recently.
You said that?
And then about an hour later, I get a message. Wait, this is your podcast.
Always plug, baby.
And then after I heard her voice memo, I was like, no way, you actually listened to it. And that's when she was like, yeah, it started raining. And you were like really calming.
Oh, she was the
It's
Carolyn.
like, oh, thanks.
Oh, what a gal. Okay, I'm going to do something nice for you, Jake. But
Oh.
you're never going to know what it is.
This is going to be tough.
What is your favorite kind of ice cream? I'm just kidding. Like if you had to pick like a day that was like that you were free for like a delicious frozen
Like,
treat.
I had like a small dinner that night or something. Okay. Probably cookie dough.
Okay.
Brad, random question for you.
Mhm.
What's like something that's like, I don't know, like a small tool that you would love to have in your workshop, like you haven't bought for yourself for some reason, but it's like not even that expensive. Like you should totally just get it.
Probably ball pin hammer towards the drywall.
Oh, I've seen crackheads use these.
Well, no, I'm just kidding.
Ball peen?
Ball peen? Is that what it is?
Now that I'm saying it out loud, that sounds inappropriate.
Yeah, that sounds like something that, somebody told you that also says they're a triplet. Yeah, no, it's actually called ball peen.
Yeah, man, that does not sound right anymore. All right,
I don't know.
how to pronounce ball peen hammer. Okay, wait, it's spelled B. Okay, let me just click on this
Okay,
YouTube.
it is. You're right.
Let's just see. Oh, it's so quiet.
Ball peen.
That was good.
Ball peen.
Ball peen.
Okay, so that is how you say it.
Okay.
Thank goodness. Because I say it a lot. So,
I use it almost every single day.
didn't want to know that I've been saying it wrong. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. Okay.
You should be the carpenter in the family.
Yeah, well, good to know. You could use a bumpin' hammer.
Yeah. Call to the ball peen. The ball peen.
Need a righty with a hammer. Thank you guys for all the voice memos and, all the reviews, all the YouTube comments. We're going to do a review of the week here soon. I'm pulling it up now, but while we're doing that, guys, come hang out with us on Patreon. A lot of videos going up, a lot of fun, bonus episodes. You can help vote on the merchandise we're coming out with. We got live streams coming soon, personalized videos for the $15 tier.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good stuff. Patreon.com/Ghostrunners. Check it out. Link is in our description as well to, look for yourself. See what tier you'd like to join. Ball tier hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore. Okay, Brad, what is your review of the week?
My review of the week is from On My Feet in the PNW. It says The Real Office Ladies Podcast, which I thought was fun. Sorry, but all fans of The Office should be listening to Brad and Jake. Sometimes it's nice to give Brad the first mention, am I right? You said it, not me. I'm just kidding. And not The Office Ladies. Love the idea of theirs, but they still don't know how to pod right. Would love for more Office dedicated episodes. And while we're at it, I need more Trump impersonations, Bradley. Get on your feet already. Keep up the great work. Without you, few of us would know pickleball is a thing. And if you know, you know. So I just like that they like The Office so much. That's a fun subset of our fans. It's like almost all of them are pretty into The Office with us. So
yeah. And according to her, we're better at podcasting than 2 members of The Office.
And they actually are one of the top podcasts in the nation. Did you know that? Which kind of so I saw that on my road trip back from Texas. And so I was like, okay, maybe I should give them another listen. They've been doing this for a while. It's just so hard to listen to.
Really?
And so, okay, here's something I'll say that I noticed in them that I think we do a little bit, but not as much as them. one of them says something and then the other one just like basically repeats it or like asks a question about it. So you'll be like, Brad, I had a crazy day the other day. And I would just be like, you did? And then you would be like, I did. Well, tell me about it. I'm going to tell you. And it's like,
oh, just like unnecessary dialogue. Just like,
yeah,
get to
way
it.
too much narration before just like talking about
You
it.
did?
Yes, I did. I knew you would. Yeah, you did know I would. You know me so well. I do. You're one of my best friends. And it's just like, oh my gosh. Like
if we talk like that, people think we were crazy people.
And they have such good material too. That's the funny thing is like, you could just jump right into this and people would love it. You do not have to like sell us on your personalities at all. Like just
give us the behind the scenes.
Yes. I want to know so badly, like, yeah, about these random facts.
Oh, I just thought of a funny story about Greg Daniels when he was playing Moe's.
Oh, Greg, love Greg. Tell me.
You do. I remember you used to love Greg.
I do love Greg still. Do you?
And I'm sure I do. You probably have so many stories of Greg too.
I do have a few stories.
Guess Greg. Oh my gosh, Greg. We should call Greg.
We should call Greg.
We should call Greg. When's the last time you called Greg?
Well, yesterday.
You called Greg yesterday?
I called Greg yesterday on my phone. Do you have a phone?
I have a phone.
What phone? You iPhone?
iPhone?
Yes, iPhone too.
We both have iPhones and Greg's.
Oh my gosh. We should call him on the same iPhone together
Same
right now.
iPhone. Do you use speakerphones sometimes?
I use speakerphones sometimes.
Okay, I use speakerphones sometimes
I think
too.
we should use our speakerphones. It's just like that. And then they call Greg. And then do the same thing with Greg. It's like, oh, you're so close. Like, anyway, I listened to it for probably 20 minutes. And it was like, I don't think I've learned anything yet. And I love
They both use speakerphone. I learned that. They both have iPhones.
They have the most popular phone in America. They both have it. The richest people out there. Anyway, I just was like, man. Yeah. So I know sometimes you make a joke and then I try to improvise a joke and I literally can't think of anything. So I just say the same thing you say. But
at least the effort's there.
I'm trying, darn it.
Darn it.
Like they have these things every single episode.
Nehemiah, I'm trying.
Jeremiah. Is that a book of the Bible?
Yes.
It is. Okay, well, thank you.
Jeremiah
like,
29:11.
God, oh, duh. Of course.
For I know the plans I have for you.
Like eagles, yo. That's Isaiah. Dang it.
Isaiah, that's wrong.
I say it. That's not right.
I say, I sit on you.
Oh, I say, I sit on you.
But they have these things called fast facts on the on the podcast.
Is that different than a fun fact? It sounds way faster.
It's faster. Yeah, it's just quick. But that's the thing. It's not quick at all. Like I have some fast facts written down for you. You do? I do. Yeah, they're right here on my Post-it note. You love your Post-it notes.
Oh, green, yellow, pink. Look at all those.
Oh goodness. I just want to. I'm just like, gosh, just give me your fast facts. I'll read them for you in 30 seconds. Anyway, I understand it's a podcast and you can listen to them for a long time, but whatever. It's just, and I know that it's not easy to podcast, as Catherine has told us.
And we probably do things that are annoying too.
100% we do.
Yeah.
So stop listening to us if you don't like us. Okay?
Yeah.
We don't need you except for your money on Patreon, please.
Okay, we got a lot of good reviews this week. I think we got like 13 reviews
So many
this week.
good
Yeah,
ones.
a lot of really good ones. So it's hard to choose one, but my favorite
It's hard to choose this one.
is from Isaac's biggest fan.
Isaac's biggest fan, yeah. I'm just kidding. I'll stop.
It's called How Many Isaacs Are There? In all caps. It says, the other day on my way to work, I was re-listening to some old podcasts and realized that I needed some explanations on your friend Isaac. Through your stories, it seems like y'all might have two friends who are named Isaac. And as a dedicated listener, I'm invested in knowing if these are different people or the same person. Is roommate Isaac the same as Pickleball Isaac? Is that the same Isaac from your Super Bowl party? Go Chiefs. Wait,
Yeah.
Super Bowl party?
Well, we watched the Super Bowl together. It wasn't really a huge party.
Was Isaac even there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And which Isaac...
Super Bowl Isaac was there.
Okay, so Super Bowl Isaac was there. She continues, and which Isaac did that lady pronounce as Isaac? Give us a breakdown of which Isaac is which, or maybe there's just one Isaac and I'm crazy. Also, y'all crushed the Mr. Brightside jingle, my favorite song ever. Okay, bye-bye. We're here to say there's one Isaac.
There's one Isaac, and he is awesome.
He's great.
He's so great.
He's great.
He's the best.
He is roommate Isaac.
He's the roommate.
Pickleball Isaac. He's
Pickleball.
Espresso Isaac. I'm surprised you didn't throw that in there because that's like how everyone first got introduced to him.
Right.
$600 Espresso Isaac. He's also Isaac. He's also
Isaac.
I-Sick.
Yeah, Isaac.
And yeah, he's the one from the Super Bowl party that I can't remember apparently. He was the one from the Chiefs game that we got scammed on. He was definitely there for that. Chiefs Isaac.
Man, he's one of our best friends. We love him.
Yeah. Okay. Brad, I think it's time to end this episode with a jingle.
Okay.
Ooh, excuse me. What song would you like?
I would like a song called Ritmo. RITMO.
Oh, the Black Eyed Peas song.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if I want that. I don't really know that song. It was just on my search history. So I was like, hey, why not try it?
Yeah, it might be hard if you don't know the melody super well. What else we got?
What's the song by Shawn Mendes?
Song that's not about
I hear that song on the
you.
radio all the time. It makes me want to turn off my radio. So now I'm going to get in your guys' head right now.
Okay.
It comes in so hot, though. That's going to be tough to time.
Okay. Shawn Mendes instrumental. Sorry. A lot of typing. I'm done now. All right. Karaoke version.
Tell me when you press play.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Frick.
No, there's a karaoke intro. I didn't know that.
That's okay. Wait. 2.
Oh, it counts you in.
3.
Karaoke. Go!
Every Monday morning we have Jake and Brad on the Ghostrunners. We are a podcast and we love you. And we say you can listen to us on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And we have Patreon. And we love that you will get and log on. Yeah. We have $5, 10, and 15 tiers, and we love the 10 and 15 tiers more than the $5 because we make more money. I don't know the rest of the words, but we love you. We have to say that we have podcasts on Monday, but you can listen to it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Hey!
Ghostrunners podcast with Jake and Brad every Monday morning. We love that you listen to us because we listen to you and we drink our water. Hey! Oh! That was perfect, Jake.
I tried to sexy drink and I spilled it all over myself.
I think that's part of it. Yeah.
It's a
perfect.
Rorschach test. What do you see?
That looks like Banksy to me.
Looks like sex appeal to me.
Oh my goodness! Don't say that. My mom listens to this.
Get Joe Obadiah.
Oh, Song of Solomon, really.
Oh my gosh.
Here's a funny story for you about sex appeal.
Cool.
In the Old Testament.
Shawn Mendes too.
Back in the day, one of my youth pastors made the mistake of telling a bunch of middle school boys, like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. There's a whole book of the Bible basically dedicated to sex. And they're like, what? Like there is? What book is it? And so he's like, and he's like, I shouldn't tell him. So he's like, Leviticus. and so like one of these kids, like we were at camp, and he opens it up and it says like, Moses took out his staff. And it's like, whoa.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, that's the story.
It's like, oh, wait, what does a swarm of locusts mean? STD.
Yeah, exactly.
STD. You do not want a swarm of locusts.
The plague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's more Exodus, guys. I know.
No, he knows.
Okay, well, I think that's about everything.
That's it.
Brad, thanks for the great jingle. I'm going to go change my shirt, and we will see you guys. Check us out on Instagram this week, Ghostrunners Podcast. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Ghostrunners Podcast. Every